All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about osmosis. Does anybody here know anything, at least one detail about osmosis? Thank you for your participation. You need surgery. Let's say they put pure water inside of you instead of saline. Your cells are in a hypotonic state. You die because your cells just went boom. What is osmosis? It is the movement of water from lower concentrations of solute to higher concentrations of solute. There are three different categories. You have hypertonic, isotonic, and hypotonic. However, you have to use it in a very interesting way. Because if you are talking about a cell, a regular blood cell, you have to say that the cell is in a hypertonic solution, meaning that the water is going out of the cell, causing that cell to shrink. If you put it in a hypotonic solution, the cell will grow because since there is less solutes on the outside, it's going to go to where there's more solutes, which is inside the cell. So this will explode. Boom, as I said before. Isotonic is what we want to get to inside of our bodies. Because if we get too much solutes in or out, well, we die. So now we're going to be talking about hypertonic, isotonic, and hypotonic using pictures, smiley faces, and can you back up, please? Thank you. So hypertonic, that means that the solution has more solutes than within the cell, as you can see by the plenty of dots here. Now, how does this have to do with osmosis? Jimmy, what's osmosis again? Incorrect. So, osmosis is the movement of water from lower concentrations to higher concentrations. If there's a higher concentration of solutes outside of the cell, the water will move out and the cell will shrink. As you can see, there are two X's on his eyes, signifying that the cell has died, and so have you. Isotonic is where we want to get. He's happy. He's a good old buddy, probably because he drinks Celsius and a lot of Monster. Right here, what is happening is that the solute concentration out here is the same as within. It's optimal conditions, it's happy right there. Hypotonic, there are not a lot of solutes outside in the solution. Within the cell though, there is a lot of solutes. So the water will move into the cell, causing it to swell up and it will explode, as signified by the sad face. He will also die. Okay, so now out of these three categories, which one would happen if, can you back the if we were to put pure water inside of you, what would happen? Are we putting the cell in a hypertonic, isotonic, or hypotonic state? We are putting it into a hypotonic solution. Since pure water has no solutes within, it will go into the cell, and that cell will go, boom, you die. Which is why we give you saline. Well, not we, I'm not a doctor. You are given saline because it will create an isotonic environment, and you'll leave with a smiley face. How does that relate to the IVs and you die if we put water inside of you? Do you understand what that means?
I'm the cell.
I'm water. All right, so what happened is that the water went into the cell and the cell went boom. Do we finally understand how osmosis works? I'm Augusto Calienes and I was the professor.
I'm Brian Plot. I was water.
I'm Shreya and I was the cell.
I'm Barbara and the cameraman.